You're looking live at the Fairgrounds softball complex here in Marshfield on the southeast side of town. This afternoon, Zaleski Sports proudly brings you high school WIAA regional softball. Regional semifinal matchup featuring the number 9 seeded Alma Center Lincoln Hornets and the number 1 seeded Columbus Dons. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play this afternoon. I am joined by the maestro of the modulator, Mr. Isaac Eagle. Should have a good matchup today. The Hornets come in at 2-16 overall, but came off a big win at Port Edwards on Thursday, 16-12. Facing the 18-4 Columbus Dons. We'll go over the starting lineups defensively for Columbus as this first inning progresses. Leading off will be Jaden Krzyzanic. Lays down a bunt, and they got her out. Good bunt by Krzyzanic. And Sienna Adler. Good play. One down. This is Rayanne Ruzick, the batter. Ground ball to short. Casperson with the scoop over the first. 2 up, 2 down. Abby Wojcik on the circle this afternoon. Ashley Weiler, the catcher. Callie Bell at first. Izzy Holtz at second. Kate Casperson at short. Sienna Adler at third. Olivia Becerra in left. Shelby Spot on center. And Kylie Lingford in right for the Dons. Fouled off. Akusia Yaboa tweaked that ankle last Thursday in the game against Edgar. Unavailable to play this afternoon. Ankle still kind of on the mend, so Abby Wojcik steps in. Abby had a rough outing on the start last Thursday. Kind of atypical for her. But she's a good pitcher. Excuse me. Amara Streff, the batter, and she is hit with the bat, so she will take first base. 2 down, and Streff at first. This brings up the cleanup hitter, number 2, Kira Brew. Wojcik, the windup in the pitch, low for a ball. Good stop by Weiler. Swing and a miss. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Count even at 1-1. Make it 2-1 now, that ball low. Does your roof need attention? Call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. They are your hail damage experts and serve all of central Wisconsin with both residential and commercial roofing. Get a free estimate at Seamless Commercial Roofing. Tiffany Tomley, head coach of Lincoln. Alma Center, Lincoln. Alma Center, Humbird, Maryland. Comprise the school district down there, consolidated. Count now at 2-2 with 2 outs. 1 on at first. Wojcik, the pitch. And that's a ServPro Jamie Wenzel strikeout call. Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro like it never even happened. We head to the bottom of the first. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Marshfield Dairy Fest is this Friday and Saturday, May 30th and May 31st. Check out marshfieldchamber.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend at Dairy Fest. I'll be going to the Mayor's Breakfast early Friday morning, and Friday night, Marshfield Civic Band will play in the band shell at Columbia Park, part of the entertainment on Friday night. Let's look at the defense for Alma Central Lincoln. Kira Brew, the pitcher. Prudence DeHaven is catching this afternoon. Kathleen Labar at first. Isabel Emmerich at second. Rayanne Ruzick at short. Amelia Turk, the third baseman. Amara Streff in left. Jaden Krajanik in center. And Ava Hoffman in right. Chevelle Thompson, the DP. Leading off for the Dons will be Kate Casperson, then Abby Wojcik and Shelby Spada. Good bunt. Scooped up by Brew. Got her out. One up, one down. Abby Wojcik, the batter. Remember the Where's Waldo things back in the day? We have to ask the question, where's Abby's dad? He chimes in from different places. Usually he's in a tractor plowing or planting or something and has the game on using data to watch. Tell you, Abby's had a very good season, both in the field and with the bat. 1 down, 1-0 count to Wojcik. Ground ball, shortstop, Ruzick. Not in time. So an infield single for Abby Wojcik. That'll bring up Shelby Spada. Don't make a mistake to her. Put more spring in your step at Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Get your locks cut, colored, styled, and looking fresh as spring temperatures heat up. Blues Hair Studio is open Monday through Friday with appointment times to match your schedule. Get an online appointment at blueshairstudio.com. Wojcik. They call her out. We thought from here she made it, but thrown out. And Coach Zimmerman's going to have a chat with Blue while he does. We'll talk to you about Stevens Point Orthopedics. They proudly provide the Central Wisconsin community with orthopedic, sports medicine, spine, and physical therapy services. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. Well, we got an explanation, not one that Columbus would like to have, but yep, that is what it is. 2 down, and Shelby spotted the batter. She was in the box when Wojcik was thrown out. She's got a 1-0 count to her. And pitch high. Don't let the 2-16 record fool you. You have to, once you get into the tournament, anything can happen. Don't take any team lightly. Pitch high. Got to be careful with Shelby Spada. Pitch carefully to her, and then, in fact, if you walk her, then you got to worry about her on the base paths. She makes something out of nothing. 3-0 count to Spada. 4-pitch walk, and she'll trot the first. Keep an eye on her. And she'll stay there. Okay. Ashley Weiler batting in the cleanup spot. Noah Kusia Yaboa. That's usually her spot. Kusia, again, nursing that ankle. Pitch is high. Spada will take the stolen base at second. 1-0 count to Weiler. She's been swinging a hot bat the last couple weeks. She scores the bunt, pulls it back, ball bounces up against the screen by our camera, and there's Spada at third, rounding and looking. And she will taunt the catcher in Prudence to Haven. You got to get the ball back in the circle. Two-0 count. Here's the pitch. High for ball 3. And Brew struggling to find the strike zone here, the last 2 batters. 7 straight balls. Pardon me. Here's a strike. The Columbus fans are voicing their displeasure. Got a nice crowd on hand this afternoon, represented in both teams. Here's the pitch. Pitch low, bounces in, and she's going to score. And a walk. And Weiler draws the walk, and Spada will score on the wild pitch. And Weiler wisely runs down the first, gets out of the way, and looks to see if she can pick up second base with nobody watching. Sienna Adler, the third baseman, with 2 outs and 1 run in. And a good move by Weiler. I don't think she would have made it. That ball skipped away from the Haven. And not quite as quick a foot as Spada. She made the smart move and stayed at first. Now she can go. She's got plenty of time. Weiler will take second. And Kira Brew struggling here. Lincoln finished in last in the Dairyland Small Division Conference. Blair Taylor was the number 1 in the conference. They finished the season at 13-1. They're 17-8 is Blair Taylor. They received a 2 seed. Pepin Alma, another team, a 3 seed. Emmanuel Lutheran out of Eau Claire, a 4 seed. Cochrane Fountain City, the 5 seed from the Dairyland. Little lubber, and made the catch by Ruzick. Well, they get 1 run in, 1 complete. Columbus leads Lincoln 1-0. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShudsDelivered.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation, providing professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. Joe Anderson here, joined by Isaac Eagle, bringing you this WIAA Regional Semifinal D5 matchup, Lincoln and Columbus. And leading off the top of the second for Lincoln is Prudence DeHaven, then Chevelle Thompson and Ava Hoffman. Abby Wojcik in the circle for Columbus this afternoon. And that pitch fouled off. In the last 3 years for Lincoln, in 24 they lost to Assumption in the second round. In 23, they lost to the Columbus Dons in the first round. And in 22, they lost to Hillsborough in the second round. And a base hit to center field for Prudence DeHaven. So this is the farthest they've gotten in the last, since 2022 is the second round. They're in the second round here against Columbus. Chevelle Thompson, the DP. Wojcik, the windup in the pitch. And she's in, but the stolen base is hit to Haven. So the tying run in scoring position. Abby Wojcik, the pitch. Good stop by Weiler. Other games involving teams from the Dairyland Small. Athens, a 5 seed, is at number 4 seeded Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. Cochrane Fountain City, the 5 seed, is at number 4 Royal. And the winner of that game will play the winner of this game on Thursday. New Lisbon is at Pepin Alma. And number 7 Pittsville is at number 2 Blair Taylor. Blair Taylor at the other side of the sectional. Other side of this regional. They received the 2 seed, Columbus the 1. Wojcik, the pitch, high for a ball. Columbus with their 3rd straight Clover Belt East Conference title, 12-0, 18-4 on the season. 3 of their 4 losses suffered in the last 2 weeks. That ball low. And only 3 teams left in the Clover Belt East. Columbus, Gilman, and Loyal Greenwood. And they're all playing today. Neilsville Granton, Spencer Colby Abbey, and Owen Withy all knocked out in the first round on Thursday. Ground ball and double error. And the defensive struggles that raised their ugly head on Thursday are coming back up again. Thompson at first, DeHaven at third, Hoffman the batter. That ball skips away. Other games in the Clover Belt East. Of the remaining teams, Loyal Greenwood, the 5 seed, is at number 4 seeded McDonald. LG is in D4. And Prairie Farm, the number 6 seed, is at Gilman this afternoon. Gilman earned a number 3 seed in their regional. The last 3 years for Columbus. Last year lost to Pepin Alma in the regional final. In 2023, they were regional champs but lost to Assumption 15-0. And in 2022, they lost to Thorpe in the regional quarterfinal. Foul back. Both of these teams want to keep playing. The loser goes home. Winner moves on. 2-1 count to Ava Hoffman. 2-2. Got to say thank you to our friends who are watching today from both Columbus and from Lincoln. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Overcast, but somewhat warm. I'm in my polo, but I could put a pullover on. A little number that's going to score a run. And they're going to call her out at third. So Hoffman, Ava Hoffman with an RBI single, will score to Haven. And Chevelle Thompson thrown out at third for the first out. So Hoffman at first, and this is Amelia Turk. And excuse me, foul. And Hoffman at second. We're tied at 1. Abby Wojcik in the circle. Will pitch. Call the ball. In the last couple weeks, the Royal Rumble down in Wisconsin Rapids for the Assumption Royals, they have that tournament in the second weekend of May. And they have 2 games that Columbus played. They played in La Crosse Aquinas. They trailed going into the 7th inning 5-4 and scored 11 runs in the top of the 7th to win 15-7. Ground ball to short. Casperson will make the tag. Not in time for the double. So Casperson made a good play for the second out, and Turk will receive a fielder's choice and will be at first. But in that second game of the Royal Rumble for Columbus, they played Assumption and got thumped. Then they played Nakusa here on Monday of last week and pulled out a squeaker in the 7th inning, Abby Wojcik with a game-winning RBI, and then didn't play very well against Edgar on Thursday. And that game saw Akusia Yaboa tweak her ankle. Snap throw back down the first. 2-0 count. So Abby Wojcik in the circle with a lot of responsibility today. But she can handle it. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Two and 1 count. The windup in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Arts Body Shop, quality auto body and framework since 1952. If you have an accident, let Mackey's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Arts Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. 2-2. And that is a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Inning and a half in the books. We're tied at 1 going into the bottom of the second. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShudsDelivered.com.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him, and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Founded in 2011, Marshfield Fast Pitch is a competitive fast pitch softball club. Players range in age from 7 to 18 years old. They consist of girls from central Wisconsin and headquartered in Marshfield. Throughout the year, teams compete in tournaments locally, around the state, and nationally. During the winter, practices, lessons, and clinics are held at our indoor facility. 2025 tryout registration is happening now. Go to marshfieldfastpitch.com to get started.
Oh, you've never seen my glasses? All right, had to put on the pullover. It's getting a little chilly here. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. And a special thanks to our game day sponsors, Woodfield Inn and Suites, Rims Funeral Home, and G&D Wood Products. Bottom of the second inning. Tied at 1, Izzy Holtz will lead off, followed by Callie Bell and Kylie Lingford. 6, 7, 8 hitters in the lineup. Kira Brew on the hill in the circle for the Hornets. Count is 1-0 to the left-handed hitting Holtz. And pitch high for ball 2. Brew started out strong, got the first 2 batters out, then back-to-back walks and a stolen base on an error on a wild pitch. Led to the 1 run for Columbus. And now she switches sides. Izzy can bat left. She's a switch hitter. She'll kind of fake you out. She'll start out on the left side and then swing over to the right side. Called a strike. Holmes gets a couple of practice swings in. Brew gets the signal on the pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 4. Callie Bell steps into the batter's box. Stern Weiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield is now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night and work for the hometown team at Stern Weiss & Sons. If it's time for you to make a change, apply today at the Wren Road Ready Mix location. Stern Weiss & Sons of Marshfield. Runner goes. Throw down off the pitcher's glove. I didn't think she knew that there was a steal attempt going on. And Holtz now at second base. 1-0. They call a strike on the first pitch. Count even now at 1-1. It's time to get your pool ready for summer. Contact Rigel Plumbing and Heating of Marshfield, your local BioGuard dealer, for the products and expertise to do it right. Fouled off. First Choice Credit Union of Marshfield serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage County. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. 1-2 the count to Callie Bell. Holds at second. Brew's pitch. Ground ball. Off the pitcher. And I'll tell you something. Brew took one. I think it came out right off her shin. We're going to give Callie Bell an infield single. Holtz is going to go to third. I think Brew was able to get the glove in front of her leg, but it bounced off. It happened so quick. Runners at the corners with nobody out. Kylie Lingford, the number 8 batter in the lineup for Coach Zimmerman. The pitch from Brew. Right down Broadway. Good pitch. But Bell will advance to second. Sometimes that double steal works. You see it much more in softball than you do baseball. I mean, both can do it, but you see it more there. Brew, the pitch, squares the bunt. Lingford, Yes, Lingford bunts it foul down the third baseline. Hope you like the look this afternoon. What I had, Isaac improved on. I love working with Isaac. Isaac Eagle is aces. Swing and a miss. She's out. She left the batter's box. Yep. Because once you leave the batter's box, that was strike 3. The drop third strike and first base was open. Lingford could have run it out and made a play, but she stepped out of the box and went towards the dugout. Once you do that, you're done. One down, Olivia Becerra, and that ball squirts into the dirt, and another run will come in as Holes will advance for run number 2. Bell goes to third. 1-0 count, and Kate Casperson, the leadoff batter, on deck. 1 out, 1 in. Runner at third. And Olivia Becerra has been getting quite a bit of playing time here the last couple weeks. Bunts it up in the air, foul. And Prudence DeHaven couldn't quite get to it. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure that your vehicle comes back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with your insurance company to make it easy for you. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive and Marshfield's beautiful south side. And Becerra goes down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Brew. Top of the order now on Kate Casperson, who grounded out to Kira Brew in the first. Kate a little under the weather last Thursday. She's feeling pretty good right now. Fly ball to right. And that'll bring in a run. She's digging for 2. And she's in there. So an RBI single for Kate Casperson brings in the 3rd run of the game for Columbus with 2 outs. And Abby Wojcik comes in to bat, 1 for 1. And thrown out trying to steal. Abby with the signature black batting gloves. Pitch high and tight, ball 1. Smith Brothers Meats. Get fresh meats and cheeses every day and let them cater to your next event. Smith Brothers Meats in Colby, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. Saturdays, 8 to 4. Brew, the pitch. High again for ball 2. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows, built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, we guarantee quality you can trust. That's Infinity Exteriors. 2-0 count to Wojcik. Call a strike. Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Check out current promotions and get great deals on Milwaukee tools today. Hiller's True Value of Marshfield. 2-1 count to Abby Wojcik. Brews pitch. Popped up in the infield. And caught by Brew to end the inning. 2 more come in for Columbus. We head to the top of the 3rd. 3-1 Dons. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShudsDelivered.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Hello, it's Mayor Lois T. Strake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to marshfieldchamber.com.
No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. And leading off for Lincoln here in the top of the 3rd is Jaden Krajanic. And I got that pronunciation from Coach Tomley. It's an interesting spelling. Hope I'm saying it correctly to our Lincoln fans. And a swing and a miss for strike 2 to Krajanic. Grounded out to Sienna Adler in the 1st. And that's a Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serpro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro like it never even happened. So Krajanic down on strikes brings up Rayanne Ruzick, who grounded out to short. Ruzick, the shortstop herself for Lincoln. Wojcik kind of getting into a groove, and that one is a little flare to right. Holy cow, what a great catch by Izzy Holtz. Over the shoulder, fading away, and she makes the catch for out number 2. Amara Streff will step into bat. Amara, the left fielder, hit by a pitch in the 1st. 2 down, base is empty. Low in the dirt. Buy your next vehicle from Gross Buick of Marshfield. Gross Buick is the home of the lifetime engine warranty on select vehicles, and they back all purchases with a full service department where you get a free courtesy car. Gross Buick of Marshfield. Popped up, but it's going to be out of play, and it's not going to get close to the Zaleski Mobile 2. It's safely over by the press box. Hey, Felker Brothers of Marshfield, leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across central Wisconsin on your accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. 1-1 count to Streff. Make that 2-1. Shout out to our friends from Nasonville Dairy that make those fresh cheese curds every day. You can get them in Marshfield or on Curtis, right on Highway 29, or go online to NasonvilleDairy.com. 3-1. And a shout out to all the young men and women who graduated the last 2 weekends from high school and those who are going to be graduating soon. Best wishes on your bright futures. 3-1 the count. Make that ball 4. And Streff, a 2-out walk, brings up Kira Brew. Struck out in the first. Snap throw back to first. Gets away. Lingford will pick it up, gun it to second. And she's out. So a misplay comes back to work out in the end. We head to the bottom of the third. 3-1 Dons. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Well, we got the answer to where's Doug Wojcik today. Doug said he is planting his last field. So thanks, Doug, for chiming in. If you want to get some recognition on the air, leave a positive comment on the YouTube page. I'll give you some recognition. We head to the bottom of the third, and Shelby Spada will lead off for Columbus, then Ashley Weiler and Sienna Adler. Shelby scored the first run of the game in the bottom of the first on a wild pitch. Drew a walk, stole second, stole third, and then stole home. So shout out to Doug. Be safe out there planting. Not so many hills around here. Where I grew up down south about 100 miles, there's lots more hills. And where my wife is from, down around the Boscobel area, an awful lot of side hills. 3-1 the game score here. Spada leading off. Kira Brew has pitched well. I forgot to add up my totals here. I've got to get on the ball here. Got to be careful pitching to Spada. Kira Brew in the afternoon has walked 3, struck out 2. Giving up 3 hits. Oh, what a play by Rayanne Ruzick. Went to her left and caught a line drive off from the bat of Shelby Spada. 1 out brings up Ashley Weiler, who walked in the first. Lincoln at 2-16 on the season. Playing very well against the number 1 seed Columbus Dons. Here in the regional semifinal from the Marshfield Fairgrounds. Pitch called a strike. 1-1 the count. I'd like to know if anybody from Alma Center, Maryland, or Humbert is tuning in to watch this afternoon. Foul over the third base dugout, which is a Columbus dugout. Sienna Adler on deck. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 1-2 count. Make it 2-2. Ashley Weiler, one of those kids who graduated on Saturday, along with Kylie Linkford and Akusia Yaboa for Columbus. Count even at 2-2. Base is empty. 2 outs. Nearly hit her. Full count now for Weiler. Brew slaps the ball in her glove a couple times, steps back on the plate. The windup and the pitch. Popped up, playable. And a good catch by Prudence DeHaven to end the inning. Or for second inning, or second out that is, excuse me. 2 down brings up Sienna Adler. Previously thought there was already 2 outs. I miscalculated. Isaac knows very well that I'm not good in math, and he just smiles. Yeah, once they started putting the alphabet in mathematics, I was done. 1-0 count. Isaac Eagle, one of the best producers on the company. Ball low. 2-0 count. Sienna Adler with a pop up to Rayanne Ruzick in the first inning. Brew, the pitch. High and away, ball 3. Adler struggling with the bat the last few weeks. Takes strike 1. She had the take sign all the way, which is what you want to do. You want to make the pitcher come to you. And Kira Brew has done fairly well this afternoon. And walks her. And keep an eye on Sienna Adler. She's going to stay at first. Okay. Izzy Holtz, who walked and scored the second run for the Dons in the second inning. Runner goes. And she's got a stolen base. So Sienna Adler in scoring position with 2 outs. Coach Zimmerman playing small ball here, taking base when he can. Holtz bunts, good bunt. Oh, sweet bunt. Well done. You could not have asked for a better bunt than what Izzy Holtz just put down. Excellent job by number 12. It just kissed the line. And a big spot for Callie Bell, the first baseman, who had a single in the second, scored the third run of the game for the Dons. Runner goes. Throw back to the pitcher. Now you've got 2 runners in scoring position, but 2 outs. But Callie Bell swinging a hot bat here the last couple games. First baseman Callie Bell facing Kira Brew, the pitcher. inside. Brew getting fairly close to hitting a couple of batters here this last inning. Brew, the pitch. Low, bounces in, runner's going to come in and score. So Adler scores the 4th run of the game for the Dons on a wild pitch. As he holds, will advance the 3rd. The count is 3-0 to Callie Bell. Kylie Lingford on deck. Little number. Can it get done in time? Calls are safe. So an RBI infield single. Scores holds from 3rd. I thought that was a very close play. And no question from Alma Center Lincoln. They're going to continue on. This is Kylie Lingford. Kylie, also a graduate this past Saturday from Columbus, going into the workforce when her playing career is over here for Columbus. Oh, 0-1 count, 2 runs in. Fly ball to left. Drops in for a base hit. Streff misplays it. And so Kylie Lingford with a single to left ends up at 2nd. And this is Olivia Becerra. Base hit could really break this game open with 2 outs. Becerra, the number 9 hitter in the lineup for Columbus. Taking advantage of the playing time. She's just a freshman. And takes strike 1 on the outside corner. 2 runs in for Columbus here in the bottom of the 3rd. It's now 5-1. But runners in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd for Columbus. And Kira Brew in the circle. Bunt, foul. Make that defense work. And Coach Zimmerman's going to call a timeout here. I know there's more than just Doug watching, so someone else can chime in and say where they're watching from too if they'd like. Winner of this game will advance to Thursday, and they will play the winner of Cochrane Fountain City or Royal. Royal, my alma mater. That'll be interesting. Columbus wins today. They would play here no matter what. Columbus, the 1 seed. Brew, the windup in the pitch. High for a ball. 1-2 the count. Becerra waits the pitch. Scoops up and another run's going to come in. Yes, it does. So another wild pitch brings in another run. And the count now even to Becerra at 2-2. And Kira Brew struggling here in the 3rd. Giving up 3 runs, especially with got the first 2 batters out. And then a walk, a single, a single, a single. And 2 wild pitches. Have led the 3 runs here. Should be 6-1. And that pitch high and away. Becerra works the count full. 3-2. The windup in the pitch. Ball 4. And Becerra gets a 2-out walk. Runners at the corners. Lingford at 3rd and Becerra at 1st in the top of the order. And the hot-hitting Kate Casperson. 1 for 2. Her presence was missed last Thursday. She was a little under the weather, creeping cruds. She's back looking good today with the bat and with the glove. Runner goes. Double steal. And they throw out Becerra at second to end the inning. 3 runs come in for the Dons. They increase their lead to 6-1. You're watching High School Softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
What do you like most about Columbus Catholic Schools?
Amazing teachers, because they're funny and nice.
It's the small classroom sizes.
Because it teaches us to be kind.
We invite you to check out Columbus Catholic Schools and see for yourself why our students like it here. That if you really want your student to attend Columbus Catholic Schools, we will work with you as much as possible to make that reality. Contact us at 715-387-1177 or admissions@columbusdons.org for more information.
We're back here at the Marshfield Fairgrounds for a Division V WIAA Regional Semifinal softball game. Dons Hornets. Dons leading 6-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. And leading off for Lincoln will be Kira Brew. And Brew takes ball 2. Abby Wojcik in the afternoon, giving up 1 run. Struck out 3. Popped up. Casperson calls for it, makes the catch. Prudence DeHaven, the batter now, with a single in the second. Scored the only run for the Hornets. Prudence, the catcher, batting from the left side. Just going to say Abby Wojcik with 3 strikeouts, no walks, 1 hit batter, and only 1 run allowed in the second inning to the batter for Lincoln right now. Again, Ashley Weiler, who's played superbly behind the plate this season for Columbus, replacing a longtime starter in Miss Schlafke from last year. Swing and a miss. And Ashley has done very well this year for the Dons behind the dish. 2-1 count. Nice pitch. Nice pitch from Abby Wojcik. Just froze DeHaven. Tried to get her to chase, didn't go. Count now full, 3-2. The windup in the pitch. Foul ball down the third baseline. Coach Tomley knocks it down with her foot. Coach Tomley, a Blair Taylor graduate. I had a chance to have a short conversation with her before the game. Fouled off again. One down, bases empty. Prudence DeHaven working the count. Remains full at 3-2. Wojcik, the pitch. Little flare. Adler. Nice throw. Got the out. Went in front of Kate Casperson. Thought there would be a little issue there. It's kind of interesting because both of those young ladies, Sienna Adler and Kate Casperson, look so very similar. You have them stand next to each other. It's hard to, you got to really look to see the difference. 2 outs, base is empty, and Chevelle Thompson, the DP, who reached on an error and got thrown out trying to steal third. Another good stop. Count is 2-0. Well, Doug, what are you planting today? Beans or corn? Fouled off. Went down to the farm last Friday and did some stuff, and the renter has got all of his seeds in. Rotates between corn and beans. Got the lawn mowed. Did a little cleanup, burned up some brush. Be heading down there sometime the next few days, probably on Saturday. Got a lot of hammers left around if anybody wants to help me tear down the chicken coop. 2-1 the count, swing and a miss for strike 2. And Abby Wojcik getting into a groove here. 2-2 the count. The windup in the pitch. And ends it with another ServPro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro like it never even happened. A 1-2-3 inning. Head to the bottom of the 4th. 6-1 Dons. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports. Brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
And we're back here at the Marshfield Fairgrounds for this WIAA Division 5 softball regional semifinal. Joe Anderson here, joined by the maestro of the modulator, Mr. Isaac Eagle, on production. 6-1 Dons, leading off for Columbus. Top of the order, Kate Casperson. 1 for 2 in the afternoon. She fouls that first one back, nearly hits Mrs. Spada's camera. Count of 0-1 to Casperson, Abby Wojcik on deck, then Shelby Spada. Casperson watches that low for ball. 1-1 the count. Winner advances to the regional final on Thursday. We'll play either Cochrane Fountain City or Royal. Gets that in for a strike. Brew has pitched fairly well today. Walked 5. Or pardon me. Yes, walked 5, struck out 2. Giving up 6 hits, make that almost 7, but Amara Streff says, no, you won't get another hit. Good catch by the left fielder. 1 down. Brings up Abby Wojcik. 1 for 2. Abby, a good contact hitter. Takes ball 1. Abby in the afternoon was base hit in the first and lined out to Kira Brew, the pitcher, in the second. Count now at 2-0. Brew gets herself set, and the pitch. High for a ball. What has really hurt Kira Brew, in my opinion, just watching this and doing a lot of games, she has to cut down on the walks and the wild pitches, which have led to several runs scoring. Strike called. Wojcik fakes the bunt and pulls it back in. Amelia Turk, the third baseman. Kathleen Labar at first for the Hornets. And that's ball 4. So Abby Wojcik draws a one-out walk. Brings up Shelby Spada. 0 for 1. A walk and the run scored and popped up to a line shot that Rayanne Ruzick at short snagged for a great defensive play. Fouls that one off, so Wojcik will have to trot back the first. Winner continues on. The loser's season is over. And that ball hits the dirt, which lets Wojcik go to second. So Abby Wojcik in scoring position, and Coach Tomley will call a defensive timeout. We'll take timeout for a commercial. You're watching High School Softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Defensive conference is over. We head back to live action again after Coach Tomley's timeout. 1-1 to count to Shelby Spada. Abby Wojcik at second base. 3 seniors for the Hornets this afternoon on the team. Oh! Base hit to left, right under the wickets of Amelia Turk at third. And that will bring in Wojcik from second. So here's the situation. Shelby Spada with a base hit single to left for the RBI. Shelby, who's never stops running, kept jigging for third. And they're going to call up, and Coach Zimmerman said that there was obstruction by the second baseman in Isabella Emmerich and that impeded the progress of Shelby Spada, which is a delayed dead ball. And she would be at third safely. They're going to call her out on the tag by Rayanne Ruzick. There's interference by the runner if the runner interferes with the fielder trying to field the ball. And then there's obstruction by the defender if the runner batter is in the baseline, and they do not give a clear path to the base for the runner. That's obstruction. And that's a delayed dead ball call. So we'll see what the situation is both umpires doing the right procedure. They are going to talk it over and come up with a final decision here. The run does count. But the question is Shelby Spada out or is she safe at third? And they're going to give her third base. So there was obstruction, and so Shelby Spada is safe at third. And now Coach Tomley is going to come out and get an explanation. Umpires handled it right, but meanwhile we wait, and Ashley Weiler has been patiently ready to swing a bat here. So 2 outs, Spada at third, and Ashley Weiler a walk and a pop-up to the catcher this afternoon. And that pitch skips in the dirt, and Spada's going to score. And another wild pitch by Brew. 2 runs here come in the 4th inning for the Dons. Count is 1-0. And ball outside. So 3 seniors for Lincoln. Jaden Krasanik, there we go. Isabel Emmerich and Amara Streff for the Hornets. 2-0 count to Ashley Weiler. 2 runs in here in the bottom of the 4th. She squares the bunt, pulls it back inside, draws the walk. So a 1-out walk, and Weiler at first. Sienna Adler with a walk and a pop-up, but scored a run. Call the ball. Umpire says it's inside. Adler with a base hit to left. No, runners at first and second. Good, strong hit by Sienna Adler. And Izzy Holtz. 1 for 1, the walk in a single and 2 scored runs for the Dons this afternoon. Just 1 out, runners in scoring position. And Ashley Weiler at second, Sienna Adler at first. Holtz takes the pitch high. Coach Zimmerman has, in the early part of the season, had a courtesy runner for Ashley Weiler, and as the season has progressed, she's stayed on the base paths. She may not be the fastest, but she's pretty smart. It's nice to have all that speed if you're a base runner, but sometimes that gets you into trouble. You got to use your head. And Weiler does that quite well on the base paths. 1-1 the count. Holds a little fly ball. Could be trouble. And it is. It's going to drop. And that was an infield fly rule, but it was outside the infield, so Weiler had to play it safe. Had to play it safe. Now bases loaded with 1 out, 2 runs in. And Callie Bell, 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 runs scored in the afternoon. She's swinging a hot bat for the Dons today. Bases juiced, as they say, with only 1 out. And Callie Bell, the batter. Kira Brew, the windup and the pitch. High. Weiler at third. Adler at second and holds at first. Bell awaits the pitch from Brew. Into the dirt. And the wild pitch scores the run. Ashley Weiler, like I said, smart. Gauged it just right and got in for the 9th run of the contest for Columbus. Count now to Callie Bell is 3-0. Runners at second and third. One out. Runners at second and third. Bell, the batter. Pitch in the dirt. Another run comes in. Another wild pitch. Now it's 10-1. And good thinking by Callie Bell as that was ball 4. And she trots all the way to second base as Prudence DeHaven had all she could to try to track that ball down. Runners at second and third, and Kylie Lingford takes one right off the hip. And don't think that there was something intentional there. I mean, why would you throw at somebody when you're trailing 10-1? Why put another base runner on? Bases loaded, one out yet. And Olivia Becerra, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and drew a walk in the third. Bases loaded and a big spot for Olivia Becerra, the freshman. One more run would trigger the 10-run rule possibility in the 5th. The pitch fouled off. Becerra now 0-1. Kira Brew giving up 4 runs here in the bottom of the 4th, 3 of them on wild pitches. The windup in the pitch, high for a ball. Count even at 1-1. Infield in. Turk and Labar at first. Turk at third. Rayanne Ruzick and Isabella Emmerich have come in too as well for Lincoln. That pitch high, 2-1. Well, if you're Columbus, you just kind of make sure that she throws a strike. Don't go fishing. And if you're Kira Brew, you want people to go fishing. Here's the pitch. Foul it off. 2-2. Freshman Olivia Becerra. Not much playing time early on in the season, but the last couple weeks doing a lot of playing in left field and doing well and swinging a pretty good bat. 2-2 the count. Brew, the windup, and the pitch. Little flare. It's going to drop for a base hit. Well, now here's the deal that they call the infield fly rule. So Becerra will bring in Holtz, but Bell is forced out at third for the second out. And a base hit by Casperson will bring in Lingford. And Becerra will advance to third. So an RBI single for Kate Casperson. Brings in Lingford. And Abby Wojcik, the batter. And this is the 11th batter of the inning. And it's now 13-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs here in the 4th inning. Popped up, foul ball, and drops foul. Abby Wojcik, the batter, with 2 outs, runners at the corner, or runners at first and second. Or second and third, excuse me. Wojcik, left field, and the catch made by Streff will end the inning, but a big inning for the Dons as they increase their lead to 13-1 heading into the top of the 5th. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Barks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Back here at the top of the 5th inning, last chance for the Hornets. They will bring up to the plate the 7, 8, 9 hitters: Ava Hoffman, Amelia Turk, Kathleen Labar. A 6-run 4th, and it's now 13-1. And Ava Hoffman will lead off. Calls that one off. Abby Wojcik in her 5th inning of work. A 1-hitter so far for Abby. Ground ball, scooped up. Over to Bell by Adler for 1 out. That brings up Amelia Turk. Fly ball to left. Becerra. It's going to drop for a base hit. So Amelia Turk with a single to left. Only the 2nd hit given up by Abby Wojcik here in starting her 5th inning of work, a 4 1/3 innings. That brings up Kathleen Labar, the number 9 hitter. And Labar 0 for 1. And the runner does not advance. That was pretty surprising that Turk wasn't heading to second base. That ball squirted away from Weiler quite a ways. Abby Wojcik steps on the pitcher's plate. The pitch. Popped up, foul, out of play. 1 down, 1 on for Alma Center Lincoln. Oh and 2 the count. Make it 1 and 2 now. Only 2 hits given up by Wojcik this afternoon. Struck out 4. Walked 2. Low for a ball. Works the count full, 3 and 2. The windup in the pitch. Foul, out of play. Wojcik, the windup in the delivery. That's a Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serpro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro like it never even happened. And Lincoln down to their last out. Jaden Krajanic. There we go. Sorry about that. 0 for 2 in the afternoon. Last chance for Lincoln here in the 2025 season. Ground ball could end it. Wojcik over the first, and that will do it. And the Dons will advance to the regional championship game here on Thursday, and will play either Cochrane Fountain City or Royal. We'll be back after this from our friends from the Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports, broadcast of high school softball. This is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. A WIAA Division 5 regional semifinal win for the Columbus Dons here at the Marshfield Fairgrounds. A 12-1 victory over a very determined Alma Center Lincoln squad. We'll take a look quick at the stats first for the ladies from Lincoln. Leading hitters, only 2 had hits today for the Hornets. Prudence DeHaven was 1 for 2, actually 3, excuse me. Ava Hoffman was 1 for 2, and Amelia Turk 1 for 2 in the game this afternoon. We say a thankful very much for these following 3 seniors for Lincoln: Jaden Krajanik, Amara Streff, and Isabella Emmerich, as they played their last game as a high school softball player for Lincoln. We wish them nothing but the best. So shout out to those 3 young ladies from Lincoln. We look at the side of the scoreboard for the Columbus Dons. Kate Casperson was 2 for 4. Abby Wilczyk 1 for 3. Shelby Spada 1 for 2. Sienna Adler 1 for 2, scored 2 runs. Izzy Holtz 2 for 2 and scored 3 runs this afternoon. Callie Bell was 2 for 2. Kylie Linkford 1 for 2, and Olivia Becerra each with 1 for 2 for the Dons with the bats today. Kira Brew, there we go, took the loss for Lincoln, pitched 4 innings, gave up 11 hits, walked 8, struck out 2, 13 runs scored in her time in the circle, and there was 1 hit batter by Miss Brew. The winning pitcher this afternoon was Abby Wilczyk. Abby pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, and allowed only 1 run in 5 innings in place of Akusia Yaboa, who is still nursing a sore ankle for the Columbus Dons. Sienna Adler coming on over. We're going to talk to Coach Zimmerman first, because we got to get Sienna in the house. Coach, what are your thoughts on the victory today?
Hitting was not up to our standards, but they've been off for a little bit, so it's a good game to get that out of the way and get ready for Thursday. So they know they can hit better than what we showed tonight. So again, good to get that out of the way, and liked our defense. I thought Sienna did a fantastic job at 3 tonight. Really attacked everything. Always wanted to go after the ball and make the play. So she did a great job.
And Abby Wilczyk, nice job in the circle.
Yep. It was a struggle to start a little bit, and then when she found her rhythm, her groove, she really came through for us.
Congratulations. I'll be here on Thursday.
Thank you very much. Always for the coverage.
You bet. Sienna Adler, flashing the leather at third base. What are your thoughts on the win today?
I'm super proud of the team. came in knowing that we had some good competition, and I think we did pretty good.
I do too. I agree with you on that. Boy, you got a big game coming up. You're going to play either Cochrane Fountain City or Royal. That'll be interesting.
That will definitely be a competition.
Well, we're going to put you in the house. You know how to do this.
Mhm.
Yep. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
I'm Sienna Adler, and I'm in the house. Thank you.
Give me a fist bump. Thank you, Sienna. All right. So the Dons advance to the regional championship game on Thursday. It'll be played here at the Marshfield Fairgrounds, 5 p.m., and they will play either Cochrane Fountain City, the number 5 seed, or Royal, the number 4 seed, on Thursday afternoon. Great game this afternoon for the Dons as they win 12-1. For my outstanding producer, Mr. Isaac Eagle, this is Joe Anderson saying thanks for watching this afternoon. Again, our final score, Columbus 12, Lincoln 1. Columbus advances to the regional final game on Thursday. Have a great evening, everybody.